A very warm welcome to each one of you to class 6. This year, social studies is going to be little different subject for you all, as you are going to study its different components, that is history, geography and civics, as different subjects having different books and different classwork copies as well. Students, we will start with geography today, the first chapter of the earth in our solar system. So, the chapter is the earth in our solar system. How the earth is placed in our solar system, that we are going to study. We are also going to study in this chapter about different celestial bodies such as stars, moons, meteoroids and asteroids, etc. Students, when we look at the sky, we see many heavenly bodies. At night, we find skies studded with many heavenly bodies like moon, stars, constellations, etc. The sun, moon, and all other shining objects in the night sky are called celestial bodies. What are celestial bodies? Celestial bodies are big and hot. They are made up of gases, because of which they are like a ball of burning fire. They have their own heat and light, which they emit in large amount. So you can say that these celestial bodies are called stars, and you remember sun is also a big star. Now students, there is a basic difference between sun and other stars. The basic difference that I am talking about here is that sun make us affect by its heat. These other twinkling stars that you see in night sky, they seems very tiny, maybe are big or equal to sun, but they are comparatively very far away to earth and thus appear small, and therefore we cannot feel their heat or light like we experience with that of sun. Okay, now in this slide you can see that I have shown you few constellations. Now what is constellation? Many a times we see star forming different patterns or shapes. These groups of stars forming different patterns are collectively known as constellations. In this picture you can see Saptarishi constellation. Two most commonly known constellations are Ursa Major or Big Bear and Small Bear, also known as Saptarishi. Students, in ancient times we all know there were no compass to know the directions, and people used to make estimations with their experience to find out the directions. In ancient times, when there was no compass to know the north direction, travelers and sailors, they used to take the help of celestial bodies to find their directions. In the daytime they used sun, but during night they used to seek help of stars to know their directions. The north star or pole star always indicates towards north, and also its position is always same in the sky. In ancient times, people used the Saptarishi constellation to locate the position of North Star or Pole Star. Do you know, in Indian mythology also, it is known by Dhruv Tara. You must have heard about Dhruv Tara. This is the same pole star which is known by this name in Indian mythology. Okay, let us now get familiar with our solar system. Solar system is made up of sun, 8 planets along with their moons, asteroids, comets and meteoroids. That makes the solar system. Now, sun is the center of the solar system. It is the ultimate source of heat and light, as I told you earlier. It is the huge ball of fire made up of hot gases like that of hydrogen and helium. Remember, the hot gases that are found in sun are hydrogen and helium. It also provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. That is the importance of the sun that we are discussing here. It also provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. It is about 150 million kilometers away from Earth, thus we do not feel its tremendous heat. As we are discussing that the sun is a huge ball of fire and hot gases, it has to give a lot of heat and energy. But due to its distance from the sun, we find that we do not feel that much of the heat from the sun. Okay, now the light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth. You can see on your slide also the light from the sun, it takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth, and that indicates the difference, that also indicates the distance that is there between the Earth and sun. Now remember students, what is the distance between the Earth and sun? Yes, it is 150 million kilometer away. Now sun got its origin from the Roman mythology. Word origin of sun is from Roman mythology. The word soul in Roman mythology is sun god. The solar means related to the sun. Major planets. Planet in Greek means wandering body or wandering star. We know that there are 9 planets in our solar system, though Pluto is now considered as the dwarf planet. These 9 planets can be classified into 2 groups, inner planets and outer planets. Mercury, Venus, Mars and Earth are the inner planets. They are comparatively closer to the Sun. Also, the inner and outer planets are separated by a belt of small particles of rock and metal bodies. These are called asteroid belt. Asteroid belt, you can see on your slide there between the Mars and Jupiter. Between Mars and Jupiter there is a belt of asteroids. It is known as asteroid belt. It separates the outer planets from the inner planets, and the outer planets, the names of the outer planets you can see and name them. Okay, it is there in the slide, you can see in front of you. Now students, you all know the names of 9 planets in our solar system. These all planets move around the sun in fixed and elongated path known as orbits. Okay, now what is orbit? All the 9 planets of the solar system, they move around in a fixed path, the fixed and elongated path. This path is known as orbits. There is an easy way to memorize 9 planets. Many times we find that students are not able to memorize the names of the planets in a pattern, that is from sun towards the outer planets. Okay, as per their distance from the sun. So there is an easy way to remember to memorize this phrase, that is, my very efficient mother just show us 9 planets. The first word of each planet. Okay, like my, M indicates Mercury, V indicates Venus, efficient, E indicates Earth, mother, M indicates Mars. Okay, so in that way you can memorize the names of the planets. There are some interesting facts about the planets now. Some of the important planets are Mercury. It is the nearest planet to the Earth and it takes 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. And we also know about Pluto. Pluto is known as dwarf planet and is the farthest to the Sun, and it takes 248 years to complete one round. Venus is also known as Earth's twin because of its similar size and shape. Now there is another planet which is newly discovered. It is known as 203 UB. This planet is said to be bigger than Pluto and farthest from the Sun. We do not have much information about this planet till date, but this is discovered recently and is also and thus is a newly discovered planet. Okay, so now next we have to study is about the Earth. Student, Earth is our homeland. Earth is the planet on which we all live. Earth is the third nearest planet in the solar system, as well as it is fifth largest planet in the solar system. Students, do you know the shape of the Earth? No, it's not round, but geoid. Geoid means something which has Earth-like shape. Okay, so that means it is slightly flattened at the poles. That means it is slightly flattened from the top as well as from the bottom. Can you name me few things which are of the similar shape? Yes, orange is one of them. Okay, you find orange is of a similar shape, that is, it is flattened from the top as well as from the bottom, at the bottom. Earth is known as unique planet. Students, you can see on your slide it is written Earth, the unique planet. What is written on it? Earth, the unique planet. That means Earth is known as a unique planet. Why is it known as a unique planet? Students, it is due to few features which are visible or which can be found only on Earth, because of which it is known as a unique planet. It is the only planet to have conditions which are favorable to support life. It is neither too hot nor too cold. It is the only planet which is neither too hot nor too cold. Rest of the planets are either very hot or very cold to support life. And because of that we find they do not support life. It is only Earth which supports life. Also we find that Earth is the only planet which have important components of air and water which are essential for life. Students, can we survive without air or water? No. Each living being, whether plants or animals, water animals or oceanic animals, they all need water and air to survive. So this is one condition, that is the presence of air and water, which is present on Earth only, and because of that we find that Earth is known as a unique planet. Okay, now you must be knowing that Earth is also known as a blue planet. Earth is known as a blue planet. Why is it known as a blue planet? You must have many a times heard that Earth is known as a blue planet because Earth is a watery planet. 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. Because of that, it reflects about one third of sunlight it receives. The Earth's atmosphere scatters the light and creates a blue effect. So, because of which it is known as blue planet, or it resembles to blue planet. When we see it from the space, we see it as a ball of blue color. So because of that we call it as a blue planet. Now students, let us know about the moon. Now the moon is a natural satellite of Earth. It is known as natural satellite of Earth. Now what is a satellite? Satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planets in the same way as the planets move around the sun. Okay, so so moon is the only natural satellite that Earth is having. Moon is very small as compared to Earth. Okay, you must have seen a moon in the sky. Moon appears different at different times, isn't it? Have you seen that at times the moon appear in a crescent shape, whereas many a times there is no moon in the sky. Okay, now moon appears different at different times. It changes its shape and size once in about month's time. It is full moon night or the Purnima night. It is known as Purnima night, and after every fortnight we find that the moon changes its shape and the new moon night or Amavasya night can be seen. Okay, its diameter is only 1/4 from the Earth's diameter. So because of that, you can see that it is of a very smaller size than that of the Earth. But because it is it is comparatively closer to Earth, it doesn't look that small. Okay, it is nearer to our planet than other celestial bodies. Okay, now students, do you know that we can see only one side or part of the moon from the Earth, because moon moves around the Earth in about 27 days and it takes exactly the same time to complete one spin, and because of which we find that we can see only one side of the moon. Is the only celestial body other than Earth on which humans have set their foot. Do you know who was the first person to set a foot on the surface of moon? It was Neil Armstrong, who landed on the moon on 21st July 1969. there is no life, water or air on moon. It has huge mountains, plains, and depressions on the surface of moon. Students, in the beginning I said moon is the natural satellites of earth. Okay, now if it is a natural satellite, what is the artificial satellite? Yes students, some satellites are man-made. These are known as artificial or man-made satellites. Satellites can be of two types: natural satellites and man-made satellites. The natural satellites are the celestial bodies revolving around the planet is called natural satellites, whereas the artificial or man-made objects that orbit around the earth are known as man-made satellites. Man-made satellites are of great importance for human beings. It is used for many purposes such as communication, observation, navigation, mapping, etc. Students, have you ever used Google Maps? It is available because of these natural satellites which make them available. In the same way, the natural satellite are also useful or helpful for us to know and study some natural phenomena such as tides. Okay, moon is the only natural satellites of earth, the natural satellite of earth, whereas there are many Indian satellites which are sent to space. The few important are INSET, IRS, EduSat. So these are the artificial or man-made satellites which are sent to space by Indian scientists. Now, other celestial bodies. There are other celestial bodies of great importance. These are known as asteroids, meteoroids, and galaxy. Asteroids. There are we already have discussed about asteroids. Okay, these are numerous tiny bodies which move around the sun. These bodies are called asteroids. They are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. We already have discussed it when we were discussing about the planets. Meteoroids are the small pieces of rocks which move around the sun. These are called as meteoroids. A huge system of billion of stars and clouds of dust and gases are called galaxies. A cluster of millions of stars glowing path across the sky is known as Milky Way galaxy or Akash Ganga. Millions of such galaxies makes the universe. Okay, now that's all about the chapter students. Good luck students, stay home, stay safe.